Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, my friends. This is Tyra Jarvis coming to you live with Transformation Tuesday. Tyra Jarvis with Kefi Coaching. I work with women facing career and life transition that are looking to create some freedom, fulfillment, and fun on a daily basis. And I come to you live every Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. Pacific time. And that's what I'm doing here today. So, love the fact that it's the first Tuesday of a new year. Very, very excited. It almost always has this great sense of possibility and, just staring at a calendar of completely, like a blank canvas of looking at, what can I create? What do I want to create? What is it that I want to have happen? And we've talked a little bit over the last couple of weeks. There's a lot of reason and evidence around, resolutions and goals and what happens, with all this enthusiasm, this pent up enthusiasm that we have at the start of the year, and how, and I guess the secret is, how do we structure what we want to create and accomplish for ourselves during a new year, and actually come to the end of the year with our goals intact and the things that we really wanted to create really fulfilling and happening for ourselves. And there's a lot of reasons and a lot of science and evidence around it. But what I want to talk about is what it's going to take to make this year different possibly for you. And obviously 2021 following 2020, which hopefully will be a year like one that we'll never see again in a not too distant future. We want to really acknowledge 2020 and what really worked for us, and what is it that we want to forgive and be grateful for that we can carry forward. And when I think about it, I feel blessed that I came through 2020 with my health intact. And I think what you learn, or what I learned anyway, during 2020 is the real meaning of essential workers, essential use of my time, what is essential as far as activities and things that I need to do. And I remember, I've been focusing a little bit on my finances and my money space. Many of you may have as well. And someone suggested, if you really want to see what essential spending is, go back to March and April and look at what your actual spending was during that time when we first began to respond to the mandates of be safe at home. And I think you'll see for yourself, what does it really mean? I mean, you have to really, to set things that are going to be meaningful, you're going to commit to consistently over time, over the course of 12 months, 4 seasons, 52 weeks, however many days and months, how many days and months that's going to be for you. It's got to be something that you're really going to want to put attention on and really want to direct yourself to put attention towards it. And so, I just think essential becomes really key, and you start with that, and you look inside for the things that you really desire to create for yourself going forward. And you can't do that without really looking at the missings, things that you missed last year that you might want to consider making sure you put into the new year. For me, I miss real connection. I love the fact that we have technology and Zoom can work, and it's a surrogate, if you will, for real human connection. But, and I FaceTime with my granddaughters, but I miss holding them and hugging them and having them sit on my lap, all 3 of them, while I'm reading to them. And that physical connection is a real missing for me. And I would say, on the business side, I miss my networking luncheons with my NAWBO colleagues, and we would always meet monthly, and we would have these business builders, and I would learn so much, and we would be together, and there would be some social time, and that whole physical experience of a networking event, or going out and meeting new friends and meeting, people that I might potentially be able to help. is a real missing, and it's something that I'm definitely going to be looking to create and put back into this year at the soonest opportunity that I'm able to do that. And, although I survived somewhat eating healthy, and I walked, and thank goodness golf has, been in the cards for me because I could still go outside and play golf. But I'm someone that had a habit, if you will, of having exercise on my calendar and appointments to myself. And I really enjoyed my Orange Theory workouts. I enjoyed being in a community, doing a group class, really feeling accomplished at the end of that session and knowing that I was contributing to my health and well-being. And I just haven't really been able to find a virtual replacement for that. And I'm not saying that I'm using it as an excuse. I'm just, because there's lots of virtual things there. It just, where FaceTime and Zoom will allow me to connect with people, I've just not really found the right yoga solution and the right exercise solution for me in this virtual world. And I just missed that opportunity. And I've allowed that to maybe even be an excuse for not sticking with things that I know are good for me or that I think are really important to me. So when I look to the new year, I want it to be built on what is it that I want to put back in there. I mean, last year I had a full calendar of travel opportunities and adventure and doing some new things and going some places with friends and family and playing golf and, being in new areas and just the adventure of, that new experience and what that creates for me anyway. And that all had to come off the calendar because there was no travel. And so travel is a missing. And although I was able to pull together a safe trip to visit family on the East Coast back in October, that doesn't look like it's on the cards anytime real soon again. And we were able to do a drive trip to the Carmel area, which was lovely and beautiful. But it's finding ways to not get overzealous and not put too many things in there, but look for the things based on the learnings that I have of what's essential to putting a few things back in that will add to my life and not bury my life. And so when you look to the new year and you look to what it is that you want to create, I see it as a marathon. And it's not a bunch of 100-yard dashes, although it probably could be. But you're not going to sprint. Tortoise in the hare. You're not going to sprint all the way to the end of the year. So you have to craft your intentions and the things that you really intend to want to focus on in the coming year with the reality that it's going to have to be something that you're going to put some consistency around, because it's small steps over time that are going to make things happen for you and not cause you to burn out and get flat and whatever. So you want to look at what is it that you really desire to create in this new year with this new opportunity, and what will you commit to putting attention on? And you want to get, and I'm getting this myself, it's not about willpower and strong-arming your way through it. It's looking for how you set up an environment to be successful by removing roadblocks for yourself so that you increase the chances of you fulfilling on the goals and desires and the wants that you want to add to your life. And, for me, there may be some material things around the wealth mastery and the optimal health and well-being in all areas of my life that I'm achieving. There's some things, obviously, like I say, in health and well-being, in relationships, reconnecting, making sure that I look for ways to connect with the people that bring joy into my life and that I really love. And then spirituality, just really having practices that allow me to connect with my authentic self, listen to my inner voice, making sure that I'm making choices every day that are aligned with the intentions of what it is that I want to create. Now, I know that sounds a lot softer than a bunch of hardline goals and everything like that. They're underneath that. But to get through the year, it's focusing on the things that you're going to put attention to that are going to allow you to fulfill on your intentions. And you want to be flexible enough and not attached to any particular outcome, because the universe is an intention fulfilling machine. And you want to put out there what it is you want, not what you don't want, because it will give you whatever you put intention on and whatever you put attention on. So focus on what you desire most, and do it in a way where you're not attached to a specific outcome. Because if the universe finds something better for you and sends it to you, you want to be in a position to be able to accept it and to receive it. So it's not, shiny squirrel. I've talked about that before. It's not about being aloof and detached from your intentions, but it's being detached from the outcome, the specific outcome of what that might be. And I know that fights in a lot of goal theory, but it can still happen for you. And what's going to sustain you over time, over these 12 months and 52 weeks and however many hours, is staying focused on the intention that you want to create and who you need to be to fulfill on that intention, so that you can be flexible enough to actually choose the next right action to take in every moment that's moving you closer to your intentions. So that's really what I want to talk about this year is, try to fight the tendency that it's the kid in the candy store and you get to create everything, and try to do too much right out of the gate. You want to pace yourself. You want to look for those things that you are committed enough to commit to consistently over time, and allow yourself some generosity and some flexibility to learn new things and create a space and an environment that's going to set you up for some success. So in support of that, I want you to know that tomorrow I'm hosting a live masterclass on the fulfillment formula, which is a new program that I've developed this year to look at, success and accomplishment and what's beyond that. What will leave us not only successful and accomplished, but feeling fulfilled, really feeling inspired about what it is that we're creating and the things that we're doing with our time and our space here on the planet. And so it's tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific time. It's the fulfillment formula, and I'm going to go over the 3 steps that I've defined to live a fulfilled life every day, and feel that every day, and have that joy and fulfillment and fun and freedom in your life every day. So again, the fulfillment formula, 3 steps for living a fulfilled life, live masterclass tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific time. Go to tyrajarvis.com/ff-masterclass/. And I would love for you to join us. We're going to have a great group there. It's going to be a lovely community. Again, the fulfillment formula, it's a live masterclass for living a fulfilling life. And this is for women. This is specifically for women. So I hope you join us, and I would look forward to seeing you and having you join us tomorrow. And until then, next Tuesday, Transformation Tuesday, 8 a.m. Pacific time, where we talk about everything mindset, motivation, transformation, growth, and how we're going to make 2021 your best year yet. All right? So take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.